This is the complete guide to finally stop panicking when you get the ball. I'm breaking down the exact technique that Lamine Yamal uses to freeze defenders. Not with speed, but with silence. In this video, you are gonna learn the pause. We're gonna cover everything: soul control, body feint, and the psychology of the defender. And the exact technique that you need to use to get away from every defender. And by the end of this video, I'm gonna give you the specific 3-step training routine to take your composure from rushing or kicking it away to completely owning the pitch. Look, I know everybody tells you to be super fast to play pro, but when you play the ball at 100 miles an hour, it usually looks like a mess. You have a bad touch, you lose the ball, you panic, and then you get subbed off. And we will change that right now. Let's be honest with each other right now. The biggest lie in modern football coaching: fast is always good. Then who's gonna have the composure in the team? Somebody has to feel comfortable, somebody has to slow down what's happening in the game. And the composure is what you need sometimes. As a slow player, I struggled with this almost my entire life. Because from the sidelines, you hear coaches saying, speed it up, play fast, move on quick. And from the time that you're 6 years old, now you start building this anxiety that I have to release the ball, I have to get rid of the ball really quick. But look at the players like Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Lamine Yamal. Do they always release the ball? No, they pick their time to be calm with the ball, hold the ball when they need to, and find the moment to release the ball quick. Because you can't always do the same thing at one speed all the time. So what happens? Because you were brainwashed since you were very little, now when you get the ball, you scan and you think that you have 1 second and you try to get rid of the ball immediately. And in that case, you're not really solving any problem. You're just getting rid of your problems for the moment. And calm players with high football IQ are the ones that chooses these moments perfectly. I want you to spare 5-10 minutes of your day and actually watch elite players, how they play without rushing it too much. If I'm running at the defender at 100% speed, I'm actually making their job much easier because I have the full speed, full momentum forward. Now I can't really turn sharply to eliminate the opposition. In this case, playing slow will help your case. When you pause, you flip the script. Now the defender has to think, where is he going? Looking at the space, trying to observe the space. Can he find the space? And this is why the Lamine Yamal pause is deadly. So today we're gonna learn how to be brave enough just to stop. Now let's get into the mechanics. How to actually stop in the middle of the field without getting smashed by the opposition. Because you have to choose your moment perfectly. The foundation of the Yamal pause is the soul control. He uses his studs to stop the ball and give himself the chance for opposition to react to the ball. We don't want a defender that reacts to you, we want a defender that reacts to the ball. And this moment is exactly what's creating that. And I know old school coaches from 1990s, from my era, hates this because they think that you're gonna lose your balance, you're gonna fall, you're gonna trip. But in the modern day of football, this changes everything. You can basically do everything just by using your soul, fool the opposition and get into the dangerous space to create extra chances for yourself. And you might think that it's gonna slip past under you. But I mean that if you understand the game, you know when you can do this and when you can't. Because some parts of the world, the pitches are terrible, the ball's slippery, so it's gonna slip under you. That's true, that might happen. But the thing is, the more you understand how your body weight works on top of the ball, the better you're gonna get with controlling the ball with just your studs. Because technically, the studs should give you extra control of the ball. It should give you enough traction just to fool the defenders. Before we get into the dribbling, let's focus on how can we just stop the ball with just using the soul. Full speed, stop with the soul. Full speed, stop with the soul. Shift it to the side, shift it to the other side, shift it back. Because these are the techniques that we're gonna be getting into later in the video. But the hard part with the soul control, if the ball bounced a little bit. So that's what we need to get used to. And we're gonna work on it by just juggling with the ball. Let it bounce once, stop it. The key trick here is to not to touch the ball with completely under your foot. Try to use the tip of your foot and then slowly bring your foot on top of it. So first, the tip, and then we shift it to the middle. Bounce, tip, Controlling the ball or stopping the ball with your soul gives you time to scan more because you still have the control of the ball. If you are like this, the ball is in front of you, but the thing is, you're not really under full control of it. If you stopped, now even a defender comes, you can shift the ball away from them. 100% my ball. I'm not giving this to anybody. So the mechanics is very simple. You're not really trying to only stop the ball if you're getting the ball as your first touch, but you're actually trapping the ball under you. Watch elite players. All these players trap the ball first. Then they have lots of time to scan. After the ball is controlled, if the ball is still moving away, you can still scan, but you don't have as much time. When the ball is yours, you own it, now you can actually look around and scan really well. Yes, the feet are very important tool here, but the most important thing about this, what Lamine Yamal uses, is the psychology. We call this the invitation. How do we let the opposition bite you using the soul? This is why we use the psychology of how a defender thinks. Because defending is stressful. They need to constantly be scanning. They need to be observing your body shape, how you react, how fast are you, which space you like to attack, which foot are you using. So this is when we switch from this to understanding the defending. When you're constantly sprinting, you're feeding the defenders the data that you're running fast, so you're not gonna be able to change your direction very quick, and you're most likely just gonna be running at them. And a fast running target for defenders is the easiest one to defend, in my opinion. But when you stop, now they lost all that information. Now they're curious on what you're gonna do. Is he gonna pass? Is he gonna take me on? Is he just letting me bite? Is he gonna turn back? And the defender will have to scan extra to see if there is a runner. You might give yourself opportunity because you created the space with the defender, that is he gonna assist? Because when you stop initially, you're relaxed. Now you're making the defender relax for a second too. They will pause and they will wait for your move. And now the defender in their head starts processing. Do I have time to win the ball? This is exactly what we want from the defender. This is called the invitation. You're inviting them to step in, and if they do, if they step forward, now I can take the ball to the other side. So now we created the invitation. The next step is the trigger. This is basically you're creating a duel with the opposition. The moment they consider stepping in, the front foot coming up, that's your trigger to eliminate the defender. We pretty much created 4-way of sequence. We freeze the ball with the soul. We hesitate the defender, which is the invitation. We're waiting for their lunge, which is our trigger, and we explode into the space they left open. Key part here is to wait for the exactly perfect moment. If you do too early, they are still balanced and they will react really good. But if you are catching them unbalanced, that's your moment. Now you're asking, I'm not a winger, I'm a midfielder, and I don't have the skills that Lamine Yamal has to pause the ball. Just watch the players like Rodri, Sergio Busquets, even when they're central in the middle, they quickly stop to change direction to the other way. In the middle, you're surrounded 360 degrees, you're getting the pressure from all over you. You have to use all available means to fool the opposition. And I think the pause is the best way to eliminate the opposition. Usually in the central area, the opposition's midfielder is gonna follow the ball. And because they're constantly putting high pressure on you and really tight to you, now every moment you create with the ball, it's gonna create curiosity towards the opposition. So what Rodri, Sergio Busquets does really well is they pretend to play the ball back. Do they ever? Barely. Created the pause, turn the other way. Now we covered the techniques, some of the positions, and what lies behind how defender thinks. How do we actually lock this in so you're consistent in the games? Because it is gonna be scary in the game if you didn't practice it. So I have a 3-step progression for you. I want you to try this in your training sessions this week. Step 1 is the scan stop warm-up. When you're training your passing with your friends or at your practices, I want you to change one thing. Instead of playing one touch or 2-touch pass when the ball is moving, I want you to change that to controlling the ball with your soul, completely stop and then pass it back. And ask your friend to pass it a little harder, because that's how game is gonna be. Now that we mastered stopping the ball with the soul, now I want you to get the ball, stop it, scan, pass it back. Scan, pass it back. This is just gonna give you the habit that you need in the game, not only stopping, but also scanning at the same time to make better decisions in the game. It is gonna feel slow and maybe robotic for a bit, because you're not really programmed to it yet. But what we're doing is you're programming your brain for the game. So when you're doing this consistently, it's gonna be a lot easier in the game because you've done it so many times. Next one is the freeze the ball drill. So we're gonna have 2 cones and set them up about 10 meters from each other. Okay, pass it. So in this one, we're gonna have full speed to the cone, full speed and stop. Full speed and stop. The mistake that you need to avoid is going with one touch, so the ball's getting away from you. When you are sprinting to the next cone where you're gonna freeze, make sure you try to touch the ball as much as you can. It's gonna make the freeze a bit harder, so that's what we wanna avoid. Touch multiple times and then stop. Now go to the other one, stop. The idea here is that as soon as you get to the next cone, we are trying to control the ball with the sole. Remember that. Not with the inside, not with the outside. We are strictly focusing on the sole. The idea of this drill is to develop your brakes. You need to have the muscle strength to freeze the ball whenever you need to. The next one is the 3-second rule. This is the hardest one to improve. So when you are playing at your practices, scrimmages, whatever, unless you are true on the goal, I need you to stop the ball under your feet 3 seconds before you release it. I don't recommend you do this in the game because it's gonna change situationally, but for this purpose, what we're focusing on, you either ran with the ball, you receive the ball, and if you're not moving, just hold the ball for 3 seconds. Look around you, play it. This is gonna give you the habit to play calmly and with composure. This 3 seconds is gonna allow the opposition in your trainings to come tighter to you, so put some pressure on you. And if you're releasing the ball immediately, now you're not inviting any pressure, you're not getting pressure, so you're not really learning how to play under pressure. And the idea of this, you keeping the ball for at least 3 seconds, is now you are giving yourself that chance that, okay, you receive the pressure, you learn how to use your body, you learn how to use your standing foot to protect the ball, to shield the ball. As soon as you get that pressure, you're still holding the ball and you're releasing it, and then you're moving away to receive the ball again. So make sure 3 seconds each time you receive the ball at your next training. Look, football is a chaotic game, and in the game, at some point in your life playing football, you're gonna get frustrated with yourself, get frustrated within your head. But if you don't learn to play under pressure, if you don't learn to stop the ball, to calm yourself down, invite the pressure, invite the opposition to trigger, now you're not really learning, you're just learning to get rid of the ball when you don't really have to. Sometimes you can keep the ball when you have time on the ball in the games. This is why the pause is your superpower. Tells the opposition that you are not playing their game, you're playing your own game. You're stopping everything down, you're calming everything down, and the game freezes in your head. Now you have a bigger picture to see what you can do next. Your next sessions, just focus on the sole control, and you will realize very quickly how much control it gives you in the game. If you want your game highlights analyzed, check in the description for my Football Fundamental Academy, where I strictly focus on analyzing your games and what you can do to improve your game. This technique will mean nothing if your first touch sucks. So make sure, go watch this video right now, and I'll see you next time.